Hi, I'm Madeline, and thank you so much for joining me for your Written in the Stars November Taroscope. If this is your first time joining me, this is a video where I do a monthly tarot reading for each sign, and I really highly recommend that you also check out the Taroscope for your rising sign and your moon sign, and that's not just for me, I promise, that's for you. I really thank you for joining me, and I hope that you find your reading really empowering and resonant for the month of November. And I would love to hear from you in the comments if anything really resonates with you or if you have questions about anything. So you can let me know that in the comments below, and I would really love it if you would find me on social media, and all that stuff is linked below too. Facebook, Instagram, all the things. I'm wishing you a great November, and I hope that you really enjoy your reading. And without further ado, welcome to your November Taroscope. Hey Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in for your November 2016 Written in the Stars Taroscope. Super excited to see what is going on for you in November 2016. Woo! It's a big old honking group of cards. Let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got. Pisces. November 2016. Pisces, November 2016. Pisces. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Pisces, November 2016. Okay, I'm going to put your bonus card right over here, and we'll pull that at the end of your reading. Be fun just to tie things up. Let's just make sure you can see everybody here. Okay, Pisces. All right, Pisces, I feel like Spirit came out with the word like reconfiguration. So a lot of you are doing, well, some reconfiguration, some reshuffling of some things. You've made some recent changes in your life, and I feel like you're making a couple more in November, and they're strong changes. They are emotional changes, and I feel like a couple of you are making a significant departure. If any of you remember from last month, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't edit these readings. I want to give you as clear a message as possible. But I feel like you got this 10 of Swords last month. So please let me know if I'm wrong about that. I apologize. But I feel like... And see, I go right to these the negative cards because I'm a very, like, give me the bad news first and then give me the good news person. So that's all I'm doing for you, I promise. It's not that this is the focus of your reading, Pisces. It's that I want to get to what's not working for you or what needs to go in November so that you can enjoy all of this amazing stuff that is coming for you. Okay, so... You are a sweet and loving person, Pisces, and you have a tendency to... You are the sign of sacrifice. You're the 12th sign, the final sign. You're like classically, even like Jesus Christ is literally associated with the sign of Pisces, the fish. See how that works? And it's like, do you have any more cheeks to turn? These two cards here, and then of course this guy right here, there's no getting around him either, and I feel like they're all related. It's like, how many times can you be betrayed before you finally say, you know what, okay, like, I got it, I'm gonna walk away, fine, like, you've put enough swords in my back that I'm gonna go ahead and walk away. And it's not that anybody... Swords are not about physical, there's no blood drawn here. Swords represent the mental realm, so this is harsh words. This is harsh words and ideas and thoughts that hurt your feelings. So somebody maybe have sent you a hurtful letter or said something to you that you just can't unhear, or you've just been working so hard to try to repair this bit of damage that somebody has done to you with what they've said and done, But it's time to just walk away from it, Pisces. Like I said, like there are no more cheeks to turn. At a certain point, as much as I love Jesus and he's my homeboy, and I'm really super down with, you know, there's no need for vengeance. There's never a need for retaliation. I completely agree with you there. But there is a certain point at which it becomes like abusive to yourself to continue to put up with certain people's behaviors, certain behaviors, certain words, certain well, actions, but again, not in a physical sense, but the things they may say to other people or the things they may be doing to your mental health. They're just not worth the detriment that they're doing to you in this situation. So I feel like some of you need to walk away from this acquaintanceship, friendship, client, whatever this is. And some of you may even need to like block these people, things like that. Like really the door needs to be shut. Like this Ten of Swords is like the dead horse has been beaten into dust. Like there is nothing to be done for this situation. But the really important thing about the Ten of Swords also is that like you are walking toward the sunrise. You're walking toward a new day. So this that you're leaving behind, as much as it may be painful and as much as you may mourn that it had to turn out this way, you are walking toward a new day and you are walking towards better, brighter things. This spirit is saying was not going to change, and it doesn't really have anything to do with you, how good of a person you are, what you're worth. No, like that has nothing to do with anything. This person that is doing these behaviors, that's entirely on them. So stop turning cheeks, leave it behind, leave behind what is draining and betraying you. And I'm so sorry if you can hear it in my voice, or if I start having a coughing fit in the middle of this, I'm coming down with a little something, so pardon me, or if my like voice cracks like an adolescent boy at any point, which it already has in a couple of other readings. So right here next to this Ten of Swords, this leaving things behind, here is you grieving over what can't be fixed, what can't be undone. He has his head in his hands and he cries over these upside down 3 cups. Whatever was inside them is gone. They are definitely empty. The well has run dry, is what Spirit said. So whatever that evokes for you, it's like, I'm feeling like this is a relationship in your life. For some of you, it could be a romantic relationship, but I'm really not feeling that very much. I'm really more feeling like another emotional connection really is not working out for you, and a couple of them actually I'm feeling like have fallen down, like friendships, or for a couple of you I'm feeling like there's a mentor or somebody that you looked up to that you've been disappointed by this month. And it's okay to be disappointed, it's okay to grieve these empty cups, but a really important thing about this card is if he would just look behind him and pick his head up out of his hands and see 2 of his cups are still upright. 2 of his cups are still full of good, healthy water. When Spirit or God, the universe, kicks over your cups, it's because if you drank from them, you would be poisoned by the toxic, stagnant stuff that is in there. It was time for a change. And what still exists in your life is really nourishing this amazing vine of juicy, delicious, nourishing grapes. So you still have beautiful things going on in your life when you leave this behind. And as a matter of fact, it will leave you more resources to feed what is working in your life. So that doesn't make it easy to leave behind things that you wished had worked out. But I hope that it gives you some sense of empowerment and some sense of the possibilities that lie ahead, because there's beautiful things coming for you in November. You're going to let go of some baggage. Like, letting that go is going to take you to a clean slate, to zero. The Fool. The Fool is not the idiot in the tarot. He's number 0, not even number 1. He's beyond the first. He is like pure potential, like pure moldable. He's the ultimate student, the ultimate wanderer, the ultimate, like, he's innocent. He's innocent in the best way possible and faithful in the best way possible. He carries like this typical like stick and bindle, not because he's like this shiftless hobo, but because he knows that he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need to carry any baggage, any weight on his back. Anything you could carry with him, it won't serve his journey. It won't do anything except weigh him down. Whatever he needs from life, he will get and learn along the way. He has that radical faith and trust. And you must have that radical faith and trust, Pisces. And that is in you. You're a very spiritual person. I mean, as a matter of fact, I feel like the Fool represents you quite nicely in a lot of ways. When you are at your best, when you're feeling free and you just trust the flow of the universe, that's when you are at your very best and when really good things tend to come into your life. So think of the times that you've really kind of like just let go of your expectations and let go of like, this is how the outcome needs to be for me to be happy, and how well things went for you during those times, how magic really, like that left room for magic to happen. November is also like wow, like you really get focused, and I feel like you complete a milestone in a project that is really important to you, like a project or an initiative that is very important to you. And it's an early milestone. It's not like, yay, I'm done, or I'm even like halfway there, but it's like, yeah, like I have made some significant progress. I can like now look back from here to where I started and be like, oh damn, like I have built a pretty good foundation here. It's just the foundation, but damn, it's a fine, well-crafted foundation, Pisces. So you're enjoying your work. And I'm feeling like the Three of Pentacles is about community. And it's about sharing your skills and also sharing the skills of others, like other people being in harmony with you. So there may be people in your life who have a different kind of insight into what you do that can be extremely helpful. Like you might be the dreamy one and you have this friend who is extremely pragmatic, and they can come in and look at your art or your creativity and go, you know, if you moved point A over to point B, you could definitely make X happen. And you are like, oh my God, I never looked at it that way. That is completely true. And it just like kind of blows the whole thing wide open. Or vice versa, like you're the extremely pragmatic one and you have this dreamy friend who looks at what you do and goes, oh, you know, if you just changed it from red to blue, like I feel like everybody would be inspired. And you're like, oh my God, such a simple little thing. And it just, again, blows the whole thing wide open and gets you there so much faster. So I feel like there's like a wonderful collaboration or a creative synergy happening here. It's like three heads are better than one. And I'm feeling three because of the Three of Pentacles here. So we talked about this separation, this betrayal that you need to leave behind. And what I feel when it comes after, what comes after this betrayal is this sense of mastery. This is you, Pisces, King of Wands. You're a water sign, but you are creative as all get out, and that is the King of Wands purview. Whether you are male or female, that the gender has nothing to do with whether you are a king or a queen. I tend to think of kings as conquerors and queens as creators. So as a King of Wands, that makes you the top of your game. And this can also be somebody that you know in your circle. So you have another friend or associate or even a partner who you consider to be at the top of their creative game. And this is what makes them very like magnetic and attractive to you, and vice versa. This is what makes you attractive to other people. Your ultimate commitment to your vision. And when I say commitment, I mean that the King of Wands, yes, he has great ideas because he's wands, which are fire. That's your creativity, your willpower, even your spirituality. And spirituality in the sense that what you do springs from your nature, from who you are essentially and innately. And the King of Wands doesn't just have these great ideas, he brings them into the world. He creates the tangible art. He paints the painting. He composes the music. He writes the book. you're going to be doing that. Be the authority, the creative authority in your field in November, and you are going to be celebrated for it. I feel like you're being celebrated for it, and it's like, wow, like it's immediately followed by this Empress. Gosh, Pisces, I want to say that for some of you, again, okay, so before I even say this, we're about to talk about pregnancy, so this is the right time to say that Pisces, these are general readings for everyone who is Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Pisces. So obviously each message, I'm trying to make them as specific and yet broad as possible, because I do get a lot of impressions during these general readings. And if you want something more personal and in-depth, you can definitely book a one-on-one reading with me to get something that's much more personalized. I have linked my shop below if you're interested. So back to pregnancy. If you are not looking to get pregnant, I would say definitely have a little bit extra precaution. Male or female, take some extra precautions this month if that's not what you want to happen, because this is a really beautiful pairing of cards, but it can definitely indicate child conception or childbirth. So congratulations if that is what you want and that is what you get in November, because that's a very beautiful thing. And if this is not, excuse me, if this is not a physical child, a birth that you're going to give to that is literal, this is a creative child that you're going to be celebrated for. You are gestating something beautiful one way or another, Pisces, whether that is a human child or a brain child. You are growing something very beautiful within you that the world is going to celebrate, that you are going to be surrounded by love and just like people raising their glasses to you, literally. So some of you could even like, oh, I'm getting married, or I just got into this relationship, or again, we're pregnant, or look at what I've achieved, or what I'm beginning to grow as this King of Wands, this project that I'm starting. The Empress is abundance and attraction, magnetism. So you have the opportunity, the potential to draw really wonderful things into you in November. And again, I'm feeling like, looking at this Three of Pentacles and then over here this Six of Cups, which I believe, again, remind me if it's true, that I believe you had this last month, that you were going to be meeting someone. Perhaps you met them in November, or you're right about to meet them. I'm sorry, perhaps you met them in October, or you're right about to meet them, that they evoke something very optimistic and positive in you, and evoke this flow, this equilibrium, this willingness to be yourself. What I'm feeling, what Spirit is saying, is that for a lot of you, this person opens up powers in you, like talent in you that you almost didn't know you had. So somebody is a very positive influence on you that is close by. For some of you, this could be a reunion. And of course, if you're in the US, it is the Thanksgiving season right now. So this could be like a cousin or a sibling, like a childhood friend, or family member that takes you back to childhood, and that like you just have this wonderful, playful relationship with. And for some of you, like I said, it's a person that really just opens up your eyes and your own perception of your powers. And this is interesting. 6677. I love when things like that happen. I feel like it's very much telling you that you're in the flow. You're in the flow, Pisces. It's time to study. That's what Spirit said as I look at this. It's time to study. It's time for you to really crack the books open, take your notes, carve out quiet time. You need quiet time in November, absolutely. Like some of you are studying for actual, somebody said statistics. So for some of you, statistics is what it is. But for many of you, this is just about needing to carve out quiet time for your particular avenue of study. You have something that you're trying to learn or trying to create or learn how to create, and it's right for you to pursue certification or pursue mastery, even if that doesn't include any kind of physical certification. study. Take that quiet time. It's time for research. It's time to move away from, wow, it's funny, like Spirit is saying again, like move away from drama. Because notice on this side of the boat, how choppy the waves are. And over here on this side of the boat, how clear and smooth the waters get. You're moving towards clearer waters the more that you focus on what you can learn and create and less on what other people are doing and saying. And now that said, you're definitely throwing your hat in the ring. You're definitely competing in November. You have this idea and you have the higher ground, is what Spirit is saying. Yes, there is definite opposition. You're definitely going one wand up against many, but I feel like, look at you. You're the one with momentum. This is static right here. You can overtake this because you have the passion. You have the passion and the drive. Like, look at him. He's literally like propelling himself forward. I feel like he's going to do it. He's going to make what he wants to happen. You can have that breakthrough. You can have that breakthrough, and you will especially have that breakthrough when you, when you look at what you've done already and ask yourself, okay, so if I'm the farmer and I'm looking at my harvest, I mean, it's November after all, it's the right time for that, right? This very seasonally appropriate card. I'm looking at the harvest and I'm asking myself, was all that hard work I did worth it? Did it yield what it needed to yield for me to feel satisfied and like I got what I wanted, like it was all worth it? And so Pisces, is it all worth it? Is what you have cultivated what you want, or do you need to make a change in what you are growing or the way that you are growing it? Do your rituals need adjusting for you to feel like you're getting what you want out of your life? I feel like you can make some really clear decisions about what's working for you and what's not working for you. What is nourishing the vine and what is drying up on the vine and leaving you bereft. And it's time to leave behind that which is leaving you bereft, because then you'll have even more energy to get what you want, to become what you want. Doors are opening for you in November. More doors are opening. And I feel like your community and your collaborators become very important to you in November. And they're also going to be essential in helping you figure out what this is, what is working for you and what's not. So pay attention to those people, the people that love you, the people that have your best interests at heart. And I will be pulling, of course, your bonus card at the end of your reading. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you again for listening, and that I really appreciate all your likes, your comments, and when you subscribe. It really means so much to me, and it really helps me out with what I do. So I just want to say that I really appreciate that from you, Pisces. And now let's look at your bonus card. I love it. This is happiness. This is marriage. This is like a happy, healthy community. And wow, the word community keeps coming up. So it's like you're going to feel very supported. You're going to feel very supported by your network and by your people, your tribe in November. And it's right for you to make the effort to support them as well. That will be returned to you threefold, fourfold, tenfold, Pisces. And you're a compassionate and giving person in general. So I think you're going to be very willing to do that. This is also the marriage card, as I said. So for some of you, it's like you're celebrating an anniversary. Congratulations to some of you. And like, or your relationship is becoming solidified, becoming official. So I want to congratulate those of you that that is happening for. And for those of you that it's not a romantic relationship or a marriage that you're celebrating, it's a new partnership or a new community, a new sense of like reunion and coming home, like a real sense of like warmth and also excitement. Fours are all about structure, and this is positive structure. This is like creativity. This is the fire in a kiln, the fire that creates art. You know what I'm saying? This is creativity and passion coming into your life in November. And it's like when you cut off the stuff that's not working, you really allow what is working to blossom in your life. I am Loving it, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. And again, if you have any comments or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below, or you can also find me on social media and hook up with me there. That would be awesome. I would also really love it if you would check out my blog, writteninthestars.co, if you want to see some horoscopes, some new moon talk, all that good stuff. I would love to see you there too. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you have a fabulous month. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and subscribe, and I hope to see you in December. Have a wonderful month. Bye-bye.